Why are authenticity and starting a business so closely tied to your success as a new entrepreneur? And how can embracing who you really are help you to start a business that feels right from the very beginning? In today's video, we're diving deep into how authenticity and starting a business are so deeply connected, and how being true to yourself from day one can help you to create a business that doesn't just pay the bills, but actually aligns with your personality, with your life goals, and even your passions, to create the kind of life most people dream of, but few actually achieve it. It's Mary Kate here from The Freedom You Deserve. Each week I share lessons I've learned over 10 years building my confidence and starting my first business so that you can do it all so much faster and create a business that's exciting, meaningful, and allows you to be more authentically you. Let's begin with a big question. Can you start a business authentically? You absolutely can. And starting a business authentically is the key to building something long-term that doesn't just work for you financially, but really fits you. Fits your lifestyle, your obligations, your interests, your passions, your personality, and your dreams. For example, like many expats I know, I dreamed of splitting my time between Ireland and Australia so I'd never have to experience winter again, but also so I could see more of my family. But as I started to notice my parents getting older, I realized I needed the flexibility to be in either country whenever necessary without having to ask my boss for permission or be tied to any schedule or location. So I started an online business that allows me to work where I want and when I want to, but also to automate a lot of the processes so that I have the freedom to be there for my family when they need me. Being authentic when starting a business means asking yourself, what kind of life do I want to create? And this goes way beyond just profit or success. It's about alignment with what you really want at your core, even if you don't fully believe right now that it's possible for you. When you can be authentic, you don't end up building a business or building your freedom, as I like to call it, based on somebody else's definition of success. Instead, you create something that is perfectly suited to you and something that feels really good to wake up and do every day. You get to decide what success looks like for you. And it really is different for everybody. So you might need to sit with it for a while to decide what you want your life and business to look like and how you want them to fit together. There's a saying that entrepreneurs are the people who would happily work 80 hours a week so that they don't have to work 40 hours a week for somebody else. And lots of entrepreneurs do work long hours. Some do it for love of the work. Some get hooked on that hustle and doing more all the time. But that doesn't have to be what your life looks like if it's not what you want. Maybe for you, the perfect business also has you working online, but from a coffee shop while you travel the world and live your life more fully. Or maybe it's balancing your business with family life so that you can be a calm and present parent while your kids are little. And maybe you want to hire a team or incorporate some automation to keep your business running in the background. Or maybe it's turning your passion into your full-time gig and having more time or more money to pursue a more enjoyable work-life balance, whatever that looks like for you. I wanted to go on long hiking trips regularly and work very few hours those weeks. So I learned how to build automation into my business to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And I am not techie at all, so it was actually quite a challenge in the beginning, but it was definitely worth it. Whatever it is that makes you feel, that would be the perfect life. That is where you start, and then you build your business from there. Think of authenticity as your compass when you're starting a business. Here are a few areas to think about where being authentic and tuning in to what you truly want can help you to shape that perfect business for you. Your life goals is a really important one. Your business and life are not necessarily completely separate. They can be deeply connected. The goals that you have for your family, for your community, for your personal life should shape the way that you build your business. Whether it's having time to volunteer or to be there for the school run or spend quality time with your family each day, your business should reflect these priorities and the life that you want to create. In the same way, your health goals can and probably should shape your business. How you take care of your body and mind is just as important as how you take care of your business or your family. Whether you want to eat high quality organic food without worrying about the cost, or have a personal chef to cook healthy meals for you because you hate cooking or you don't want to put the time aside for it, or allowing yourself the flexibility to take a long midday walk any day of the week or stick to a regular sleep schedule. Every aspect of your business should support the life that you want to lead. And without health, what's the point anyway? What about your lifestyle goals? If you dream of working 3 or 4 days a week, or maybe just 3 or 4 hours a day, or seasonally and taking summers off or Christmas off, or earning enough to enjoy your life and take nice holidays, your business needs to be designed with these goals in mind. Everything is connected. The time and freedom that you want in your personal life should guide the structure of your work life. Your personality should also play a huge role in shaping the business. If you're introverted, a business that requires constant meetings or networking might feel really draining, like it does for me, and you might prefer the idea of working alone day to day. But if you thrive in social environments, you might need a business that's a lot more active and people-orientated to feel fulfilled. Understanding who you are helps you to create the business that feels right for you. But it's also really important to not feel limited by who you are and what you want. I'm a pretty real and honest person, and I like to, dive in deep and find a connection with people. So making small talk in the lunchroom and complaining about colleagues and then smiling at them 5 minutes later is really difficult for me. And by the time that it came to starting my own business, I didn't want to work with anybody else or hire anybody. I just wanted to do it all on my own, completely alone. When I was looking for the perfect business to start, I thought that meant I could only have a small business, because if I had to do everything myself, well, there was only so much I could do. I didn't know that you could hire people for everything on a project-to-project basis, like my amazing video editor. And it turns out that hiring people is the key to being able to grow your business without having to work 24/7, because let me tell you, it would take me all week to edit videos for this channel. But for a long time, not wanting to hire anybody and believing that I had to play small if I didn't meant that I aimed for a business that was much too much of a compromise, that I wasn't excited about the business or about the life that I was trying to create. Because you don't know what you don't know. I didn't realize the very important connection between authenticity and starting a business. So when you are working out what you want your life to look like, make sure that you're not afraid to be really honest with yourself, and really try not to limit your business dream based on what you believe might be true right now or might be possible right now. Moving on to purpose and meaning, and it doesn't get much bigger than this. Far too many aspiring entrepreneurs feel that they have no unique value to offer that a customer would actually pay for, and that they need to come up with something truly brilliant, that one perfect idea that nobody has heard of before. But that is so not true. Everything you have been through in your life, whether it felt unfair or challenging or even downright painful at the time, was preparing you for something. The lessons that you learned are not wasted. They can be used to build a business that is not only successful, but also meaningful to you. You can solve a problem you faced or help others overcome challenges you've personally experienced. Your business can reflect a deeper purpose that connects you to your personal journey, and that's actually what I've done. Because that aspiring entrepreneur stage went on for so long for me. It was probably 15 years, to be honest, and with every year that passed, it became more and more frustrating and painful, and eventually started to feel hopeless. And I started to get really worried that it was never going to happen for me, that I would get to 60 or 65 or 67 or whatever retirement age is now and get sick and die. Like so many of my parents' friends, I worried that I would lose my mental health, because going to work every day to a job that was so soul destroying was really crushing me. And because that was such a painful period in my life, that is why it's so meaningful to me and it's such an honor to be able to help people out of that same situation. And sometimes when we're not used to looking at it and at the challenges that we've overcome through that lens of helping other people and solving problems for other people, we think we have no value. But the value is in your story, in the things that you've been through to make it to this point today. So dig deep and think about it, about all of the things that you've overcome, all of the things you've learned along the way. It doesn't have to have been from a challenge either. It can be something that you're naturally good at, like helping other people to get organized. I could do with someone like that in my life. So many people have businesses helping other people get organized, or helping people understand why they're not organized, or helping mothers of autistic children feel supported when things are really hard. No matter what your story is, there's something in there that you can turn into a business. And we go a lot deeper into this in my program, but if you can look there really hard, I believe that that is where you'll find the most meaningful, the most impactful kind of work that you can do, and create a business around that to suit all of the goals that we've spoken about already. The last one is your hobbies, passions, and interests. When your business aligns with your passions, it just doesn't feel like work. It becomes something that you're excited about. And that's where you need to be careful with working 80 hours a week, because you literally get up in the morning and can't wait to start your workday. And this was one of the most surprising things for me, because I had no idea that adults felt that way. I remember feeling that way as a kid on school holidays because I hated school. And even if your business isn't tied directly to a passion or hobby or a specific interest, you can design it in a way that gives you more time and freedom to pursue those things that do bring you that joy. And here's the thing, the more aligned your business is with who you truly are, the more confident you'll feel doing new things and making difficult decisions. The more creative you'll feel too. You'll feel on fire because your business is a reflection of you, your values, and the life that you're creating. So remember that every experience, every lesson, every passion is connected, helping you to build something that feels right for you right from the start. If you found this episode helpful, I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below what your key takeaway was, and if there's anything else that you'd like me to dive deeper into or cover in another episode, drop that in there too, and I'll be happy to cover it in a future video. And if you're interested in learning more about how my program can help you to build a business that aligns with who you truly are, be sure you join the waitlist in the description below. You'll be first to know when doors are open, and I would love to see you in there. In my next video, I'll be sharing my own authentic business story and my setup and the journey it took to get me here. So until then, have a great week.